What's up, everybody? Scott and AJ back here. AJ's just got back in the country. Been out of town with the fam on a little vacation for some spring break. And speaking of that, we'll get into a little bit of that later from a golf perspective. But yeah, we got a few things to talk about this week. Well, we got the Players Championship happening down in good old Florida. It's the Florida run of golf right now, huh?
Yeah, Florida swing going on. They had the Cognizant Classic, which is down at PGA National down in the Fort Lauderdale area. Came up and played Bay Hill, the Arnold
Yep.
Palmer, obviously the API.
Of
And
course.
now they're in Jacksonville area, right in St. Augustine, which I found something interesting about St. Augustine out today, Scotty. Did you know that St. Augustine is the oldest colonized
Yep.
city in the United States?
Yep.
It was before Jamestown. It was before Plymouth Rock, like 60 years before Plymouth
Yep.
Rock. So
Yep.
St. Augustine has that distinction. So
Speaking of
congratulations to
that,
St.
we could
Augustine.
take a special trip there when we go to the villages if we wanted.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
that
we should.
far.
I think we need to, man. We got to go check
Keep
it
telling
out,
my
right?
mom every time I go down there, but then we don't go. So let's do it. Let's make a
Do it.
plan to do it. So
So they're at the Players right now playing. Obviously the Pete Dye great course, the stadium course over there. Um, I've watched it the last 2 days. I've had it on kind of in the background
what is
during
it?
work and
TPC Sawgrass, right? Yep.
TPC Sawgrass, TPC Sawgrass. Yeah, it's a public course. You can go
Oh
play. It's going
man.
to cost you a little bit of money.
Speaking of
Um,
that, I should bring that website up. I don't know why I didn't think
yeah,
of that.
yeah. So TPC Sawgrass down in Ponte Vedra, and
Yep.
beautiful, beautiful course. And they just got redone. Davis Love came in and did a
Oh, I
whole
didn't
bunch of
know that.
renovations to it. So they've got a lot of different areas. They put the rough is thick as thieves, pretty much, on some of those holes. But obviously, the biggest thing about TPC Sawgrass is the Island Green on 17.
Oh yeah.
That has had so much drama in and everything, and it's just really really cool to watch. 100, I think it's anywhere from like 120 yards to 160 yards or something like that you can
That's
play off of
crazy.
it, and short iron shot, but that wind swirls, and I mean it is a it is you got to think going on a Saturday or Sunday, coming down the leaderboard, and you got that little island green to shoot at. Oh my gosh, I'd be quaking in my boots. You know what I mean? But
Yep. Speaking of that, let
um,
me I'm gonna pull I got the web page
yeah.
up, so we'll pull
So,
that up here.
also kind of considered the fifth major if you think about it, you
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? But yeah, there it is. Beautiful TPC Sawgrass.
Yep.
Um, the TPC series, we got to play one of them in Tampa Bay, which was awesome. They obviously have Scottsdale out in Arizona and
Yep.
everything, but a lot of TPCs, but this is kind of one of the real main ones here
Here's the island. Yep.
that that everybody knows about and everybody likes to watch. But it's absolutely beautiful on TV. I mean, it is lush green grass. The sand is
Look at
white
the
sand.
clubhouse.
I mean, look at that clubhouse. I mean, the Spanish kind of
Wonder
architecture.
how much that wedding cost there.
Yeah, a few bucks here or there.
Six figures
um,
plus at least.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like you can go play there, and you can book a tee time, and like I said, it's going to cost you a pretty penny, probably over 500 bucks. You got to get a caddy and everything, but
Yep.
one of those things that's on our bucket list, I think we got to do. But
Oh
what a
yeah.
great tournament! I love watching the tournament. Also, it's just a fun one to watch, and the drama that comes down on those last three holes is spectacular.
Yep. No, I agree. I agree. So that's a little bit about the players champ. Speaking of that, what Justin, how about Justin Thomas, man? He completely struggled yesterday.
Yeah, really struggled.
Completely struggled yesterday. And then almost shoots the course record today. I
Yep,
think he tied it at 62 minus 10
ten
to
under,
put
10
him at
under.
-4.
Yep,
And speaking of that, let me pull up got the leaderboard up
little
here.
leaderboard, right?
Yeah, so look at this. He's down here -10 after I think he had like a +6 or something yesterday.
Yeah, he had a rough day
Yeah, he did
yesterday.
because it was a 16
Yep,
stroke different.
yep,
So
unbelievable,
but here's some
unbelievable.
of the leaders. You got Rory up there again.
Yep.
Good for
Rory
him.
had it. Rory actually had a. I was watching him yesterday a little more because he played in the
Mhm.
afternoon yesterday. He really struggled off the tee. But
Yeah.
my goodness, was he making some amazing approach shots and getting out of some danger. So
Mhm.
it's a good lesson to learn that you know you got to play every shot in front of you. If you keep the ball in play, as long as it's not out of bounds, there's always a shot somewhere. It may be
Yep.
backwards, but if you got to go backwards, you got to go backwards and then get it on the green in one putt. It's still a par. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The biggest thing I think about golf is minimizing your big mistakes. If you can
Oh yeah.
minimize your big
And
mistakes, you can
not
play
only
good
that,
golf.
but you got to forget them.
Have to forget it. Have to forget it. Yep.
So,
You know, I try to do it. I don't do it all the time, but if I get angry or I get upset about it myself at a shot, I'm mad about it until I put the club back into the bag. And then it's
Yep.
over. And now I'm approaching my next shot.
Your caddy Scott's got to calm you down a little bit.
Scott, yep, my caddy Scott does help me out a little bit sometimes.
Sometimes I need to get more upset, but
Exactly, exactly. But the
it's all
biggest thing
fun.
about golf is, and it's a great lesson in life and a great lesson in everything that you do, that you can't change what happened. You can't change the past. You can't change the shot you just hit,
Right.
but you can change the next shot and your attitude toward that next shot. So, great lessons. That's why one of the reasons why I
Kind
love
of
playing golf is you
kind of
just
like
got
we've
those great life
talked in the
lessons.
past, is you just got to believe that you could make that shot, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect.
How many times?
The golfers aren't perfect all the time.
Right.
They recover well, get up there and play smart. It's not always about distance or killing the ball or it's about knowing the golf course and know what shot you need to
Yeah.
hit.
How many times have you and I played where I hit one and you're like, oh, you're dead there, and
Hmm.
I come up with some crazy shot,
Yep.
and it just kind of puts you right
Or
back
your
on.
ball mysteriously appears in the woods to where you can hit it. And
Don't start with that. Don't
I
start
don't know
with
how
that.
you always find that.
How many times have I found your ball? Let's
I'm
talk
not
about that
saying
one
you
too.
haven't, but you found yours a lot more just mysteriously. Not that you've hit it in the
I
woods more than me,
disagree.
but
I disagree. I
I
disagree.
don't. But we'll ask Alex next time. No.
Hey, hey, I keep the ball in play, man.
Yep.
That's the key.
Yep.
That's the key. So, and the other thing is like you got to know where to miss shots. Like if the pin, if it's water to the left and there's like woods to the right, but you can play out of those woods, don't
Right.
hit the ball to the
Don't hit the
left. You can
ball.
still
Yeah,
play
you
it
ain't
out of
gonna
the
be able to
right.
hit it water.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
exactly. So it's just
No.
things like that the more you play, the better you get with course management and everything. But Rory, I have to give him a lot of credit. He was really struggling with the T-ball yesterday, on
Yep.
Thursday, and he was able to kind of manage a decent round still. But he did it because he just played smart. There was a par five, I think it was number 11, where he hit a ball way right. And I'm talking like one of these things where you watch the club face and it like kind of turned on, like
Yeah.
when it hit the ball. And that thing went, I was like, I've seen that shot many times.
Yep.
And he was in some pine straw right by a cart path and everything like that. And he almost like hit a purposeful top. And he topped it like into the middle of the fairway, hit a wedge within like 5 feet and made the birdie putt. I was like, that's how you play the game. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like I've said before, that's when I was up at speaking of another TPC course, when I was up in Connecticut and Kendall and I actually went to the TPC course up there in I think it's Cromwell,
Yep.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
The Travelers Championship, I think it was
Travelers. Yeah.
called. But we saw VJ Singh. He hit is a par five, hits his first one left into out of bounds in the railroad tracks. Tees off again, nails it. So his third shot's up by the green. So on a par, I think it was a par five.
Yeah. It
Anyways,
was
he
par five.
somehow parred the hole after
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah. He
like
hit his drive, got it on in two, well,
three.
in four, and then one putted.
Right, exactly. So
Crazy.
it was crazy.
But
Anyways,
yeah, I
so yeah,
love watching the players. It's such a fun event to watch, and it really gets you into spring golf if you think about it.
yep.
I know they moved it in May.
Especially now that the time has changed, we get more daylight too. They get more
Correct.
daylight.
I know they moved the course for a brief time in May, and it wasn't this is like the first big championship of the year. I know you have the Arnold Palmer and everything like that, but this is like this is the players, man. You know what I
Right,
mean? And it's
right.
such a good test of golf, and I love watching it. So I'm really excited that it's gonna be fun. It's supposed to be good this weekend too, but the wind's supposed to kick up, and that I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
can you imagine 20-mile-an-hour wind hitting that little tee shot on that island green?
yeah.
Holy cow!
Like when we played a couple weeks ago, it's
Yep,
crazy.
yep, but
Yeah, I got a
yeah,
little bit of practice in today. Speaking of being a little
yeah.
funny, yeah, I went up to the driving range after work and it was closed because spring break here and everything. But ran into a couple high school kids up there, super nice kids, very polite, and they're like, "Hey man, it's closed, but you can join us in chipping." They schooled me in chipping, but I schooled them in putting. So you know me,
The older you get, the putter gets better, buddy.
yeah, you know me. The putting's usually my putting's usually what's the strength of my
Strength of your
game,
game.
and yeah, I chipped it up after Chip finally got it on. One of the competitions we were doing from one of the locations, I hit like a 10-foot putt, and the guy goes, "Man, you're pretty good. It's pretty good." So made me feel a little bit better after
There you
my
go.
last round.
Give you a
So
little confidence, man. Give you a little
yeah,
confidence. So
yeah. Hey, I got a couple hits
yeah,
off the driving range, but not much.
it's good.
Anyway, so yeah, on the next note, we got some what? We got March Madness
March
going on.
Madness.
Yeah, great time of year. Even if you
Great time of
don't
year
even
right now.
like basketball, like I don't watch much basketball throughout the year, but I did go to a Greensboro Swarm game last night. That was kind of fun to watch. But yeah, March Madness, you gotta love March Madness, man. If you're a sports person, whether you like basketball or not, it's just fun to watch, you
Speaking of
know.
March Madness, did you see the end of the Duke Carolina
Oh
game
my
tonight?
gosh, that was crazy. Yeah,
So
the
just to
lane
give everybody,
violation.
Duke's up by 21 points in the
Yeah,
second half. I mean,
yeah, they should have
pulling away.
split.
Carolina chipped back, came back, I had all the momentum, right? There's 4 seconds left in the game, right? Duke, the Carolina guy fouls out their Duke big man, right? Goes to the line, misses the first free throw, right? Misses the first free throw. Second free throw, the guy from Carolina kind of does a little juke, steps into the lane. He makes the free throw, but it's a lane violation on
Right.
Carolina.
Would have tied it up, what, 72 to 72.
No, it would have, but he did a lane
Right.
violation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would have tied it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. I don't think I've ever seen a lane violation called on an offensive player.
Not at the end of the game like that.
And it was the right call. I mean, he
Right. No,
stepped
it
right in
was.
the lane. He stepped right in the
Can't
lane
blame
before
the
the ball was
refs
released.
on that one. Anybody that does, probably the Carolina fans might be,
Uh,
uh, but no, you got
uh,
yeah, that's all on the player. That's pure discipline right there.
Yeah, and I know what he was trying to do and trying to be cute,
Right.
trying to make a move or something like that, but you can't do that. It's like
That's
the little
coaching
things,
also.
those small little
Yeah.
things that you learn from the accentuating the basics. You have to do that, and
Right.
I feel bad for the guy because I like the idea what he was trying to do, trying to make a play, but you gotta stay, gotta just stay
Right.
there.
Right.
Duke was able
Right.
to hit a few free throws and win the game.
Yeah.
But that's what March Madness is all about. You never know. And when the tournament comes up, I've worked a couple tournaments before. I've worked, I think, three of them when I was working in Charlotte, two or three. And I saw,
Yeah,
UNC
I
beat
worked a couple
Virginia that one
women's
time.
ones and
Yep,
what was very fortunate to be with two. I got two national championship rings in women's
yep,
basketball. I was very
yeah,
fortunate with that. Got a couple Final Fours, the UConn.
yep.
So we've both been very fortunate in our athletic careers. I miss the people, the networking, the experiences, the atmospheres. I don't miss the hours
No,
and the
no, I don't.
pay
I've been,
sometimes for the hours, but
you know me, my golf game's going down because I got my kids, man. I'm coaching them softball.
right.
We got three teams we're playing, we're working and running and tournaments and having a great time with it. But I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff if I
No,
was
no,
still
no.
working
Same.
athletics. But
Life's better
I'm great.
now. Sometimes our jobs can get more stressful, but anyways, but we
Yeah,
still love athletics and sports and stuff like that. But
no doubt.
on that note, what like we mentioned in the beginning, you just got back from
I
a
did.
awesome cruise with the family, and
Awesome
we'll
cruise.
get into a
So
little bit of golf with this. But
yeah. So we went on a Disney cruise out of Port Canaveral on the Disney Fantasy. It was a 5 day cruise. We went to a couple of the private islands, Castaway Key, and the new Disney Island on Lighthouse Point is it's Lighthouse Point, Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. And it was the nicest beach I've ever been to, dude. It was
that's awesome.
unbelievable. Crazy. Just absolutely white
Check it out if you
it
haven't
was
checked it
pink
out yet.
sand. It was pink sand. It was phenomenal.
Speaking
I've
of
never
that,
I haven't seen like it was the nicest beach I've ever been to. So check out Dad is Golfing. I'm putting a whole video together of our cruise that we had, and it'll kind of highlight all these different places that we went to and check it out. But I wanted to talk to you about a golf course that I didn't get to play this time, but I have played before. One of the last times I stayed in the Bahamas, the Ocean Club at Paradise Island there, right in the Bahamas.
yeah,
And
that's
this
beautiful. Yeah.
course is the absolute most scenic golf course I have ever played. It is phenomenal, is beautiful, is a Tom Weiskopf design. Tom Weiskopf doesn't have a lot of courses that he designed, but some of them that he did do are just absolutely phenomenal. And this one takes the cake. Um, like you can see some of these pictures here, and it like it goes right up on the ocean, right on like the crystal clear blue water. It's a gorgeous clubhouse, gorgeous golf course. There's obviously no elevation change in it, but I mean you're hitting right into blue water on the ocean. If you look at that one, that hole right
Oh,
there,
yeah.
it's phenomenal. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think that's like the fourth hole, I believe. One, two. Yeah, I think that's the fourth hole. And there, yeah, there's a land, there's the Atlantis hotel right way in the back area there. We stayed out there, but the course is absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, Tom Weiss Golf Design. You have one hole, I think it's 16 or 17 that is right there. There it is, right there, right along the like right along the beach. You can go out and like, and that's what it looks like. It's like it's phenomenal. It's the actual nicest scenic golf course I've ever played in my entire life, and I cannot wait to go back. That's the clubhouse. It's gorgeous. It's a great spot.
Yep, that's bucket list again. But on that note, one of our topics we're going to get into in another episode, but a golf cruise. We need to talk about that.
Yeah,
Like look that up.
definitely.
So if any of you watching this, following us, hey, we appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all
Yep.
the support. Even if you don't agree with some of our stuff, we appreciate you. But anyways, we've talked about going on a golf cruise, so that's going to be a topic coming up here in the future. So if you got any ideas on those or have been on one, put them in the comments below. We'd love to hear them and love to hear your feedback, what you recommend, stuff like that. But so yeah, got anything else on that course or that pretty much
I
it?
mean, there's not a lot to say. You just kind of look at those pictures, and if you ever have a chance to go to Nassau, Bahamas, there's an opportunity to play this course. A little pricey. It's gonna drop you a couple hundred to $300 to $400, but the atmosphere, the people there, um, the just the beauty of the course is something. If you're an avid golfer, you got to experience some of these things, and this is one of those that you really got to check
Yeah,
it out.
it
I mean, it's
you know what
fantastic.
this without playing and looking at it, of course we love the villages. We're going back
Yep.
here. We've got some things coming up. Speaking of that, we're gonna get some I don't know.
Yeah.
We can't see it. The
Can't see you.
won't
Yeah.
pick it up. Anyways, we got
Yeah.
some custom bag tags. Dang it. Uh
Huh.
Big virtual background, but we'll show you those some other time. But it kind of reminds me of some of the layouts in the villages because
Yeah.
villages is fairly flat. Granted, it's not along they're not along the beach and anything. They do have some a lot of water holes there with some of the
Very
court.
similar. You're right. Very
But you got the
similar.
palm
Right.
trees,
Yep.
right?
Wide
And
open.
right,
Little bit of challenging with the bunkers and everything like that, but it's very similar to the villages. That's a great
yeah,
way to put it, Scotty. You are
right.
100% right. It's
It,
got that village feel, that island feel, that relaxing feel where you can just go
right,
enjoy around a golf, and it's not too difficult of a course. But it's still a challenge. One thing about this course was one of the big breaks was filmed here. I don't remember
oh
which
yeah.
one it was. But it was one of the big breaks was filmed here, and they stay at Atlantis. It was the Big Break Bahamas, and that's where they did all their course. The Big Break was done. Golf Channel, if you ever watch any of those, was done at this course, and it
You
was
know what? It kind of just looking at the pictures. Obviously, we haven't played this course yet, but of the villages, it reminds me of the new one that's there. What is it? Southern.
Southern Oaks,
Southern
or
Oaks. Yeah, yeah, Southern Oaks.
that's the one we're gonna play this year when
Right,
we go, right?
right. We'll probably play that this year.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
at
yep.
least we're
So
gonna at least
try to get out there.
try to get a
Yeah,
tee time there. But I don't know if it is like it, but kind of looking at the pictures, the overhead pictures and stuff, it kind of looks like it's
very similar, very
got
similar.
that
But
feel a little bit. So,
yeah,
but what we're under 70 days, huh?
yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, man, this is episode 30. We didn't even talk
Yeah,
about that, right? Did we say
right.
that?
Right.
Episode 30. We've been here. We're doing this 30 times now. That's
Consistent.
pretty
Now we're
stinking good
still
right now.
learning, so if you're all here, we
Yeah.
appreciate you hanging on with us. Like I've said before, life gets in the way, whatever. But we're gonna get this on Spotify and some other channel. We did start a new Instagram for this. We haven't put anything up yet. This will probably be the first episode to advertise on Instagram, but we are gonna have this on the new YouTube channel.
Yep.
It's always golf o'clock, so the name of the
Always golf
podcast.
clock, man.
So yeah, follow us on over there. But
And
we
then
got.
we'll still have it. I'm still gonna have it on my page for now until we get this one going
Right,
on
so we get
golf
get them
clock. So
all up, and then we'll
yep.
unlist, on yours and keep it up on the other. But yeah, and then maybe someday we'll have some merchandise, man. We got a logo we got thanks
Got a
to
logo. Look, great logo.
thanks to
Great looking
AI.
logo.
Yeah, so
So we'll have some of that
anyways,
stuff going.
but
But
yeah, so I don't really have much else for this week, but
no, it's gonna be tough. We're back in the softball swing.
we got not
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
play on
probably start
Sunday,
what
but
nine after
it
not.
looks like it's gonna be nasty on
Oh
Sunday.
yeah,
So
everybody stay safe out there, especially if you're down in the southern
yeah.
states like Texas, Mississippi,
Yep.
Georgia. I
Tornadoes going
know
through
even
and
here in
everything, right?
North and South Carolina and stuff. Yeah, everybody stay safe this weekend with the storms. Do what you can do to protect yourself from the weather. But on that note, we're probably what starting 9 after 5
Nine
this
after five going, nine after
yeah.
five series going. So a little concept of nine after five is Scott and I thought about this with with my cousin Alex and our really good buddy that we play with a lot. 9 holes after 5 o'clock. When you get off work, you get off work at five, go play 9 holes. We walk it most of the time. So if we try to get a little bit more in, if we get a little earlier, we'll drive, but we try to walk 9 holes and get out on a nice evening, enjoy company, enjoy playing a little bit of golf. So nine after five series is going to be coming back. We're going to be rejuvenating that one here, starting here. Hopefully next week. If we, hopefully Monday, we can get out Monday. We can do. So we'll
Our
see.
schedules and weather allows, which I think this next week's supposed to be really nice. And,
Yeah,
and
next week's supposed to be
next
pretty good.
weekend we might get the 18 in at another course
Yep.
and get into our second
Next design. Yeah, second designer
designer,
series.
yep, that we
Yeah.
focus on. So anyway, stay tuned. That's about all I have for this week. You got anything else to close out?
No, I'm good to go, buddy.
All
Y'all stay
right.
safe out there. Have fun.
Ring that bell down there, hit the subscribe button, give your comments. We appreciate the feedback and appreciate all your support.
See you soon.